Hi, this is Chris from C Sports with a preview of the Eastern Conference first round matchup between the Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Rangers. This postseason encounter is highlighted by a Carolina squad coached by Rod Brind'amour, who can call upon a deep and talented defense led by Jacob Slavin and Doughie Hamilton, which ranks among the league's best. However, do not underestimate the Hurricanes' offense, especially with the likes of Sebastian Aho and Andrei. The resurgent Rangers were an entertaining offensive team led by Hart Trophy finalist Artemi Panarin and Mika Zibanejad. While their defensive personnel were not as deep as the Hurricanes, the Rangers do have some talented rearguards in Jacob Trouba and youngsters Tony DeAngelo and Adam Fox. Can the Hurricanes ride an elite defense to another successful postseason run like last year when they advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals? Will the Blue Shirts continue to show steady progress in their rebuild by upending the Canes in what could be goaltender Henrik Lundqvist's final season? Carolina recorded 81 points during the regular season, good for fourth position in the Metropolitan Division and the number 6 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Hurricanes were holding on to a wild card spot, but had a few teams breathing closely and closing the gap when play was stopped. A fully healthy blue line could be a game changer for this team, which controls possession well and has a talented and underrated top line. Goaltending, however, could be a concern. The Rangers finished 7th in the Metropolitan Division with 79 points and entered the playoffs as the 11th ranked team in the East. New York had an excellent February, winning 11 of 15 games to push within a win of the wild card position. The Blue Shirts were heading up and playing their best hockey of the year at the right time. Offensively, Carolina ranked in the middle of the pack with 217 goals or 3.19 goals per game. The Hurricanes have a top line to match the Rangers in Aho, Svechnikov, and Teuvo Teravainen. The second line of Vincent Trocheck, Nino Niederreiter, and Ryan Zdengel will be needed to pick up some slack should the top line struggle. New York was the league's 5th most potent offense with 223 goals or 3.33 goals per game. No one scored more points at even strength than Artemi Panarin. Skating next to Zibanejad, Panarin gave the Rangers a duel they had long been searching for. New York will also benefit from the return of Chris Kreider. Since the Hurricanes will focus on shutting down Panarin and Zibanejad, it would be helpful for the Rangers if Ryan Strome and Jesper Fast contribute offensively. At the end of the day, however, the Rangers will sink or swim with Panarin, who had 95 points in 69 games this season. He was tied for 3rd in league scoring, 2nd in assists, and 2nd in plus-minus. He clearly is going to be difficult to shut down. Defensively, the Hurricanes were 9th best, allowing only 2.84 goals per game, while the Rangers were 24th, allowing 3.14 goals per game. Carolina may very well have the best overall defense in the NHL. Slavin is a talented, underrated shutdown defenseman with good size, excellent instincts, and awareness. He shoots the puck well and is also a very sound puck-moving defenseman. Hamilton is a big, strong puck-moving defender with excellent offensive instincts. Sami Vatanen provides a veteran presence and will be an important addition. Jake Gardiner, Jake Bean, and Hayden Fleury round out a deep defensive group. For the Rangers, Tony DeAngelo and Adam Fox provide them with a pair of young puck-moving defenders with offensive upside. Jacob Trouba, who has offensive ability of his own, will be counted on to be a shutdown presence in the series versus the Hurricanes along with Brendan Smith. Fox's 42 points had him near the top of the list for both rookie and defense scoring. DeAngelo is finally finding his way on his 3rd NHL franchise already, with 53 points in 68 games, leaving him only behind the likes of John Carlson, Roman Josi, and Victor Hedman in defensive scoring. Like Fox, this will be DeAngelo's first postseason appearance, so it will be interesting to see how both of these players perform when things heat up a bit. Looking at goaltending, the Hurricanes' goaltending has been subpar, leading to a .912 5-on-5 save percentage despite facing the fewest shots at even strength. James Reimer had a slightly better save percentage and a goals against average that was better than Peter Mrazek. However, it was Mrazek who played in more games during the season. Mrazek did play well in the playoffs last season, so expect him to get the start in Game 1, but it would not be a surprise for Reimer to make an appearance as well at some point in the series should Mrazek struggle. The Rangers situation, as it is, has all season provides the most intrigue. This could be Lundqvist's last season, and there's a case the 37-year-old earned the postseason start despite not being the best goalie on the roster. 24-year-old Igor Shesterkin is a younger, quicker, and frankly just better than Lundqvist now. No goalie at 5-on-5 faced more shots per 60 minutes than Shesterkin, and his .931 save percentage in that situation ranked 9th. What will coach David Quinn do? Shesterkin has been a brick wall, and although Lundqvist has struggled this season, he's been at his best against Carolina, going 3-0 with a 2.33 goals against average and .940 saves percentage. In fact, in his career, he is 16-3 with a 1.74 goals against average against the Hurricanes since the start of the 2014-15 season. Looking at special teams, while neither team has a distinct advantage in terms of power play proficiency, with the Rangers ranking 7th and Carolina 8th, penalty killing is another issue. New York has a penalty killing percentage of 77.4%, which ranked the team 24th. The Hurricanes were much better at 84%, ranking 4th in the league. If this trend continues in the postseason, this could be a deciding factor in the series. Give the Hurricanes an advantage in the special teams department. The Rangers won the season series 4-0 this season, outscoring the Canes 17-9. The Rangers have goaltending depth that rivals anyone else's in the playoffs, which helps compensate for some defensive deficiencies, and they're the youngest team in the postseason as well. Don't overlook the offense. Artemi Panarin is having an MVP-level season, but Mika Zibanejad has been quite equally exciting to watch. Carolina is an aggressively fast team with excellent puck possession stats. The Blue Shirts are very dangerous on the offensive end of the ice, but the Hurricanes allowed the fewest shots on goal in the league. This is a tough series to call. The Hurricanes have the better defensive depth, but does that really matter in a short series when coaches shorten the bench? Also, how well will Hamilton play coming off a serious leg injury? The Canes' top 4 is better than the Rangers' top 4. Goaltending is a clear advantage, however, for New York. Offensively, can Zibanejad really be counted on to provide the same offensive production he had just before the shutdown? And you cannot downplay the offensive potential of the Hurricanes and the veteran leadership of players like Jordan Staal and Justin Williams. This is a team with excellent possession numbers and puck pursuit. Rod Brind'amour seems to get the most out of his players, and remember that the Hurricanes advanced to last year's Eastern Conference Finals. Only 5 teams in hockey had a better goal differential than Carolina's +29 this year. Also, Carolina was in shot attempt differential, while the Rangers were 21st in shot attempt differential, so expect much of the play to be in the Rangers' end. If these stats hold true, it will be even more imperative that New York's goalies play exceptionally well. I'm taking the Hurricanes in a close series in 5 games. What do you think will be the outcome of this series? Share your comments and predictions. And thanks for listening, and please subscribe to C Sports to be notified to see more videos like this in the future.